Well, thank you, Mr. Kelly, for your leadership on this. And let me thank Chairman Brady for putting this together also. And for all of our witnesses for your valuable testimony here today. You guys are in the trenches, so appreciate it. And just to highlight what my colleagues have said, you look at the priorities that our Democrat colleagues are looking after or looking out in this legislation. We have a border crisis going on. We have an inflation crisis going on. We have a supply chain crisis going on. We had a terrible debacle in Afghanistan, and this is what they're focused on. Really, expanding the IRS. And many people have talked about it, but I think about, your trusted local bank is going to turn into an IRS reporting unit. That's essentially what's happening here. And this has, in my district in Central and West Central Illinois, this has caused so many people to write in and call and express their concerns on this. And so I want to get to my question, which has to do with privacy. When you look at the significant risk to individual privacy, the arbitrary aggregate threshold of $10,000 poses serious implementation challenges that will further exacerbate the unbanked bank divide. But when we think about cyber attacks, the Treasury Department last year reported $1.4 billion cyber attacks last year. And under this proposal, more of my constituents' personal information will be reported to a system that is highly targeted by hackers and foreign adversaries. And that really concerns me with the track record the IRS has and their personal data being at risk. So my question, Mr. Edwards, as you think about what this legislation would do, can you talk a little bit about the invasion of privacy and what this means for individual taxpayers and having their information there?
Sure. Well, privacy is obviously one of the most important things that any banker can do. It's something on day one when you join a bank, you have the speech about this, the data you're going to see is private and you need to keep this very, very confidential. So it is concerning. Again, what I said earlier is this whole dragnet approach. It's very concerning from the standpoint of taking all this data, pulling it all up and sending it off into a black hole at the IRS, and then what are they going to be able to, can they really be effective in even dealing with that? I'm not sure. I'm not smart enough to know that. I do know that I believe this, in my opinion, this is going to cause concerns about customers and worrying about the privacy and the confidentiality of the information that they have in their bank accounts, and that says a lot about what they're up to, what they're doing. And again, as one of your peers said earlier, who's much more versed in tax law than I am, there are plenty of ways already on the books for the IRS to be able to obtain this information in an audit if they want to find that data, if they truly believe somebody is not paying the appropriate tax load that they should be.
Thank you.
Thanks, Mr. LaHood. We appreciate that.